developer tools, because as long as the developers have the right tools and have a lot more flexibility, they will be likely to more adopt a particular cloud. And that's where a lot of these cloud providers have kind of put in a lot of trust as that aspect. And hence it's equally important to show the comparison. So the first thing is for the media transcoding. AWS provides Elastic Transcoder. Google provides Transcoder API, while Azure provides on-demand streaming, media player, content protection, and media analytics. For workflows, AWS has step functions, GCP has workflows, event arc, and Azure has logic apps. Now, there are a lot of these workflow tools that they have. They are very seamlessly integrated with their AWS services, but also they have equal capability to integrate with third-party services who are using APIs. So it's a lot smoother experience when working on with any of these cloud providers. For the API management, AWS has its own API gateway, GCP provides Apigee, while Azure provides API management, a manager. For repositories, code repositories, AWS provides application repositories as a service, as well as code commit, its own private GitHub sort of repository hosted on AWS. GCP provides similar, it's called source repositories, that is on GitHub on Google. Azure, it doesn't provide via the console, but there's a separate product, a separate license as well that's required for using it, and it's called DevOps. So then that brings us to the next topic, which is DevOps, developer operation, wherein Cloud9 is one. It's an IDE that provides a lot of the features. CodeStar, it's the name given to all these different services starting with code. Commit is the one I mentioned for Git repository. Code build is for building the code and then eventually deploying it, which is code deploy. Pipeline has end-to-end where different stages could be set up, different tasks could be set up, different approvers could be set up as part of that. X-Ray is essentially for monitoring, more like an APIM setup. DevOps Guru, fault injection simulator are similar other services. GCP, as of now, it has cloud build, and Terraform, it pushes for infrastructure as a code. And Azure DevOps, it is very mature product, but Azure DevOps also, like as we all know, Microsoft acquired GitHub, and that's where GitHub Actions is equally getting more prominent in a lot of organizations. But keeping it for Azure DevOps for now, which is Azure boards, Azure pipelines, repositories, and test plans. For programmatic access, the AWS and all these other cloud providers, they have their own SDKs as well as the development kit that they provide. And these SDKs that they are in pretty much all these languages, Java, Python, Go, Shell, a lot of the languages are supported. So I don't think any developer will have any complaints on that. For the templates part, AWS provides quick start, and likewise GCP also provides quick start templates. For the managed hosting platform, this is similar to the app service that we had discussed, and AWS provides Elastic Beanstalk, which now also Amplify is a lot more popular than Elastic Beanstalk, and GCP provides App Engine, standard environment, while Azure has web apps, cloud services, and API apps.